How's it going, everybody? My name is Zeneis, and welcome back to another episode of Knights of the Old Republic. So, it is actually late at night for me. Oh my gosh, there's a cat hound just running right at me. So, it's actually late at night on a Sunday. I was actually expecting to be playing Battlefront 2 right now because they still have the event going on right now where you get to come in as a hero for 75% less points, and you can have 8 heroes per team on the field at any given time. Per team, so that's a really cool event that's going on, and I've been participating all weekend, seriously, since Thursday when it came out, and then I've been playing ever since. Until today, I was in the middle of a match on Hoth. I was playing Leia, not one of my best characters, but I thought I would take this opportunity to get to know her and figure out how she plays and actually learn how to use her. I'm not really good with gun characters. Bosk is really the only one, and actually Chewbacca. That's a shock to a lot of people. Is most people don't understand how to work Chewbacca, but I'm usually pretty great at him. In Galactic Assault, in Heroes versus Villains, doesn't really matter what scenario it is. I'm really good at him. So. Yeah, anyway, I'm trying to get used to Leia, and then it quit. It literally just stopped halfway through. We were almost to the part where they enter the hangars, the Empire enters the hangars, and I don't understand why. The game just shut off, so I wasn't able to play anymore. But, yeah, I just thought I'd take a break, and I'm still in a Star Wars mood, so I thought I would boot this up and start playing. So, speak to Bastila.
How can I help?
I want to talk to you about that dream.
It was less of a dream and more of a vision the two of us shared. But I am certainly willing to answer any questions the Jedi Council did not.
I still don't understand, or why did we dream of Malak and Revan?
Perhaps because we desired to. Perhaps because they came to this planet and were strong enough in the Force to leave a trace.
What do you mean by a trace?
They did something important here. Of that, I am certain. It may be simply that we are sensitive to that event, or it may not. We dreamed about Revan and Malak either because we were meant to or because we needed to. There is no other way to look at it.
I still don't understand why we shared the vision.
Are you wondering why we shared the vision? Or why we even received it in the first place? To the first, I can only repeat the answer that the Council gave us. Our fates are linked. And for two as strong as we are in the Force, that amounts to a near physical bond. As to the second, I truly don't have an answer for you. The Force works as it will, and perhaps we should be grateful for what we've been given.
But how did our fates become linked?
I don't know. Believe me, I certainly don't find the prospect of being joined to you enjoyable in any fashion.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. I got a call that I had to take, so I am back! So, I don't know what we were talking about. I don't know, believe me, I certainly don't find the prospect of being joined to you enjoyable in any fashion. Well, thanks, Bastila. I find you attractive, too. God. Talk about love interest, whatever. It just seems a little convenient.
The Force often seems to cause events that bend the laws of probability, especially with those that are strongly affiliated with it. In this respect, you and I will simply have to become accustomed to such convenience. We are the tools of the Force, and we will do as it wills.
You make the Force sound alive.
There is no evidence one way or the other. What you believe the Force to be ultimately will decide who you are.
That's all I wanted to know.
As you wish. We really should return our thoughts to business anyway.
Yeah. I was not thinking about how you look at all, because you think I'm not attractive. Whatever, you hoe. God. Alright! I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. Oh, go to the council. That's right. Hey, you're in the way, boy. I don't really like her. How do I activate my... There's a way to activate your lightsaber in the Xbox game. Yeah, I found it! I think...
Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
We found an incomplete star map and mentioned of something called a star forge.
This news of a star forge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Star Forge
Excuse
and
me.
what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done.
Okay.
Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found.
Yes.
Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge.
I am ready to do the Council's will.
The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
Am I to undertake this task alone?
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith. But it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
There are others I want to join me.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
You can count on me. I will not fail.
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
And also with you. My lightsaber was on that whole time. Okay, so first of all, we are headed off to find whatever it is that we're going to find. Okay, I think the 4 planets, if I remember correctly, are Tatooine, Manan, Korriban, and Kashyyyk. So, I forgot about Kashyyyk. I think I'm gonna do Kashyyyk first. Oh, hey. Padawan, a word if I may. There are many rumors about your most recent meeting with the Jedi Council. There is talk they are sending you on a mission to help us fight against Malak and the Sith. Okay, how do you know the Council gave me a mission? Sounds like you're a spy. I saw you going into the council chambers. You were in there for some time. Naturally, I assumed the council had given you a task to perform. Yeah, well, now you're making it sound suspicious. Suspicious? That's the word. Suspicious. Please understand that I am not asking you to reveal anything that could endanger the Order or the Republic. Whatever the task the Council has given you is for your ears, not mine. I wanted to wish you well and to warn you to be careful. There are many evils out there, many dangers. The Sith are not the only minions of the dark side. What are you talking about? Master Dorak has been training me to succeed him as chronicler here in the academy. In my studies, I have come across tales of creatures that are born of the dark side, monsters of pure evil. The worst of these abominations is the Tarantek, a beast that feeds on the blood of those who are strong in the Force. Over the centuries, many Jedi have fallen to their ravenous hunger. What makes these creatures so dangerous? The Tarantek is a predator, and we Jedi are its prey. They are incredibly strong and with a primal cunning, and they have an inborn resistance to the Force. There are some who believe that Tarantek is a monster bred by the ancient Sith and spread throughout the galaxy. Fortunately, the Tarantek are quite rare. They only dwell in the most dangerous and darkest of places. In fact, one has not been seen in nearly 40 years. Sounds like they're extinct. This is not the first time the Tarantek have vanished for long periods of time. Many believe they can lay dormant for years, only to rise and hunt when the power of the dark side waxes full. I fear Malik's rise may have awoken these creatures from their dormant state. Once the Sith are beaten, I would not be surprised if the Council organized another great hunt to try and exterminate them. Thanks for the warning. I'll be careful. A final warning as you go, Padawan. Do not underestimate the Tarantek. If you do, you may suffer the same fate as those who disappeared after the Great Hunt. Okay. Since we're here and since we are in a non-threatening situation, I'm gonna go over here. I think you have basic supplies. Understand, congratulations are in order. You decided to join the Jedi rank and file. Jedi Gale Jared. Another fresh-faced apprentice ready to leap into Jedi training with both feet. Well, best of luck to you is all I can say about that. It's always good to see another ally in the fight against darkness and corruption. If there were more people like you around, and honest businessmen would make a decent living. Companies like that dang Zerka Corp wouldn't even exist. But listen to me. You didn't come here to listen about my ramblings on the evil of Zerka Corp, I'll bet. What can I do for you? I'd like to see what you have for sale. Excellent as always, my selection is limited. Zerka Corp has a monopoly on some of the suppliers, but I'm sure you'll find all my inventory is of the highest quality. And I've got a few special items that you Alright, I don't know exactly what I want. I don't really know what I need. I'm looking for med packs. I guess I'll take some of these. Oh, buy. There's a buy button. Oh, I can double click it. Oh, that's also so nice. Okay, I'm just gonna do that and call it good. Actually, I want to see what I have to sell. Just sell this. There's some things that I just don't use, so I tend to get rid of them. Mission prototype. Okay, so some of these smaller vibro blades. That one's pretty good. Vibro sword. The short sword. Those are nice, but oh, they don't even cost anything. I'll break them down later then. Vibro blade. I'll sell that. Disruptor pistol. Who even cares about that? Ion rifle. Who even cares about that? Blaster carbine. A blaster rifle has more range, so I'm gonna stick with that one. Alright, man, I can't equip anything out here, can I? I'm gonna go ahead and put everything I have on people. Just gloves, some dexterity. Okay! I got everyone equipped up, and we have what we need to continue on with our journey. So we're gonna head to the Ebon Hawk. See if I need to talk. I do need to talk to people. Of course I do. Speak to mission.
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was thinking about Terrace. I still can't believe it's gone. I mean, I grew up there and now it's just gone.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say.
I don't really think there's anything you can say. I just have to find some way to deal with it, I guess. It'll take some time. Look, I'm not saying I can't go on or anything like that. It's a shock, you know? I mean, I knew the Sith were evil and all, but the reality of it kind of slaps you in the face. But I suppose that's why we need to stop Malik, right? The more time I spend dwelling on Terrace, the more chance some other planet will get wiped out. I guess that's what it comes down to. So don't worry about me. I'll be okay. And if you need my help against Malik or the Sith, I'll be there for you.
Awesome. Okay, let's go. So you can also talk to them aboard the ship, I think. Hold on.
What do you want? Your choice.
Okay, well, that was very blunt. Thanks. Okay, you're a jerk. Hate you. Zaalbar in here? Yeah, you are. Is there something you want? I want to know a little bit more about you, Zaalbar. I will honor my life debt, but I don't feel we share more than that. Mission may say more, but I will not. You don't trust me? It's nothing personal, but I don't feel like you could understand anything about me. The ways of my people are not for outsiders to know. You will have to be content with that. Then I will leave you be. I'm not going to try and force anyone to get to know me or like me or anything like that. Let's see. Oh, hey. Galaxy map. Onboard navigation. I can use this. Yeah, well, I'm playing, you're not. I know how to work this game.
What's on your mind?
I want to continue our discussion from before.
I thought I said I don't.
Don't you think you'd feel better if you talked about it?
Not particularly. I guess it wouldn't hurt exactly either, though I don't know why you're so interested. When I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul.
You say that name like I should know it. Oh, wait. No. That name sounds familiar.
With good reason. Admiral Saul Kareth is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malik has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again.
You, didn't think he would betray the Republic?
Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. I mean, even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all.
So you blame yourself for trusting your friend?
I blame Saul, not myself. I was stupid and I ignored the danger. He nearly destroyed us all. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it.
That's terrible. I feel awful for you.
Well, there's more to the story, I guess. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
Okay, we get it, Karth. All right. Bastila. You look like something's bothering you, babe. Bastila.
No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. Yeah. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
Well, I think you're interested in more than just the bond between us.
Please. I'm a Jedi. Such feelings, such attractions are, well, they're beneath me, quite frankly. I admit I find you intriguing.
Oh, dear.
I mean, I find your command of the Force intriguing.
Oh, yeah.
My interest in you is purely academic. Surely you can understand why. Our fates are strongly connected. So connected that a literal bond has been forged between us. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
Our relationship? Is that some kind of clumsy come-on?
I was referring to the bond we share.
Right.
The one the Jedi Council spoke of. If I was actually interested in you, rest assured I could come up with a much better approach than this.
Whoa, guess I touched a nerve there, huh?
Touched a nerve? No. Getting on my nerves, most definitely.
Okay.
I suppose this is what you men consider being witty. Now, are you going to answer my questions, or would you rather just
keep
annoying me?
Oh, man. No! Okay, I wanted to actually like me. I don't want to... Okay, I'll answer a few questions.
Don't worry.
Do questions.
Simple questions. Nothing too intrusive.
So,
First, what kind of background do you have?
What kind of background do I have? Nothing extravagant. I'm a soldier.
Good. On which planet were you born?
Oh no, Duralia. It's a remote system. Why?
Excellent. Your current age is?
Wasn't all this in my service records?
Yes. Well, the truth is, I was studying how you responded to my questions. Your reactions helped me judge you. This was a test for me to learn more about your character.
And what did you find out?
You were honest, which is good.
Mm.
And you treated this as a serious matter, which it is. This bond we share will shape both our destinies. It is not to be taken lightly. But I imagine you've had enough questions for a while. So many things have happened to you since Taurus. It's probably a lot for you to absorb. We can speak again later, after you've had time to think about all this.
Think about our relationship and stuff and our bond. There are a couple of responses in there that I don't exactly remember. So I wonder if there's any sort of new update or something with, this is just showing an animation of the ship taking off. I'll cut. Oh, what's up? What's going on?
Lord Malik, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malik. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malik.
Ah! He survived! What a surprise.
Kalanord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malik.
Kalo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Kalo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malik, forgive me. There is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Kareth.
I promise you will be very interested in what Kalo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malik.
You mean Canderous? Weird. What's going on now? Is it another vision? A dream? Oh, right. We're in it to win it.
The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Kashyyyk is a lush but simple and undeveloped world. I would not have expected to find the alien technology of a star map here.
It looked like the star map was on the forest floor.
The Wookiees of Kashyyyk make their home high among the Rosha branches. Only their bravest warriors dare to descend into the forbidding depths of the forest. If the star map is located far beneath us on the planet's surface, as our vision seems to suggest, it's unlikely the Wookiees even know of its existence. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Awesome. So, starting out, I think I'm going to take... Ooh, hey, what? Okay. I was checking our supplies in the cargo hold. Something's not right. Not right, what do you mean? Someone's been into the emergency stash of food. Mission and I asked everyone, but nobody knows anything about it. You might want to check out the food stores the next time you're in the cargo hold. Okay. I know this quest, or storyline, whatever. I don't want to do it now. I'm going to wait. I'm going to take Zaalbar, because this is his home planet. And, do I want... I'll take Juhani. I don't think I've had a chance to work with her yet. Okay. Greetings! While I am pleased to welcome you to planet G5623, I do not see your ship on my docking schedule. Zerka Corp will see your needs, of course, but there will be a 100 credit docking fee in advance, I fear. Docking fee? What services does 100 credits get me? Well, we are limited in many ways, but I doubt you will find even basic facilities anywhere else in this remote sector. And I'm sorry, I must really insist that fees be paid for before I impart any further services. I must follow procedure. Upon collection of the correct fees, I will extend what resources the Zerka Corp has to offer. I'm sure you can understand. Very well, I will pay that 100 credits. Welcome to Eden, trade designation G5623. Zerka Corp welcomes you to our business. We should discuss your interests in my office. So you have a Wookiee with you. Can I assume you understand their language? For a fee, Zerka Corp can provide a translator for you during your visit. That will not be necessary. I don't want to give away that I'm trained in the Force. I don't remember exactly what happens if I say that I can use the Force, but yeah, I'm not going to do that just yet. Very well, though only the most adaptive people seem to comprehend the Wookiee language such as it is. Now then, please follow me to our information center. I will answer any further questions there. Okay, cool. I'm not going to follow you. I'm going to rush ahead because you walk so slow. Zerka Merchant. So, okay. Kashyyyk, my home. I should have prepared you for coming here, but I don't know if I prepared myself. Prepared me for what? I didn't leave Kashyyyk voluntarily. Mission must have told you about how I was fleeing slavers, but there was more. I'm in exile. The slavers on Kashyyyk took me after I was forced to leave my village home 20 years ago. Why were you forced to leave? My brother made deals with the slavers and allowed them to get a foothold. I found out and attacked him. The fight was stopped, but my father did not believe me when I told him about my brother's actions. I was made an exile, disowned by my home and people. I should not be here. They will not accept me back. Why did your father not believe you? When I attacked my brother, I was so mad I used my claws. You don't understand what that means to a Wookiee. Our claws are tools, not weapons. To use them in battle is to become an animal. It is madness without honor. I am forever a mad claw in the eyes of my people. Nothing I say is to be trusted. They were right to cast me out. Time has passed. Things will change. The slavers are still here. This dock is theirs. I doubt anyone has risen to try and fight. Nothing has changed. I just hope I can prove myself to my people. It will be difficult to make them listen. I just don't know. We'll deal with that if we have to. Let's go. I don't have much hope. So that's one thing that you get to do in this planet is you get to deal with Zaalbar's family trouble. Juhani seems tense and wary in your presence. Maybe you should make her feel more welcome by talking to her. Speak to Juhani.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
How did you become a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
Yes, please, continue.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Where did you live? No, what is the Cathar homeworld like?
It was not the homeworld of the Cathar that I lived on. My parents had long fled from that place, and perhaps that is a story for another time. Rather, it was a human hive world that I was raised on, the hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Then how did you gain entrance to the Order?
When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored.
So what did you do?
From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference as the Jedi were. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted, I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Yes, action. Let us move forward. The different individual quests that each of your companions has, I don't remember exactly. I know each of them has one. Mission has one. Juhani has one. I think even Bastila has one too. It's just a matter of getting to a point in the conversation with them that you can, that'll actually pop up. I think Bastila's has something to do with her family, and you have to you have to talk with her enough in these meetings whenever you're walking, and it tells you like, oh, something's bothering them.
Hold here, Spacer. Zerka Corporation doesn't recommend traveling in Wild Adean. Katarn attacks are especially bad right now. Wookiee hunters usually keep numbers down, but I think they leave certain areas infested, just hoping a Zerka guard will get killed.
I don't want any of these. I'm going past you. I paid the landing fee.
I won't stop you, but you leave this area at your own risk. We're here to protect the company, not you.
Okay, jerk. You have to get to a point in the conversation where they are willing to reveal to you but like personal information, so that they will talk to you about things like that. So, Bastila's family, of course, that's going to be something that you get later on or something like that. So, you have to continue talking with them. That's why when I was back on the Ebon Hawk, I made it a point to go to every single one of my team members, just so we would get there quicker. I want to make sure that I am able to do everyone's personal quest throughout this playthrough, because that's kind of just as important to me. I mean, it's not necessarily a part of the canon. It's not what you read about on the Wikipedia pages or whatever when you're looking up things about this game, but it's still something that, like, I want to get to it. I want to... Can you sense it? The wind, the sound, the smells. I feel it all now that we are away from the spaceport. The walkway is new, probably built by the slavers, but I remember the trees. My village is not far from here. What can I expect to encounter? I'm sorry, I don't know. It has been so long since I left, I only know the way things were, and many things may have changed. I must warn you of one thing. I don't know if I will be a help or a hindrance to you here. My father was very powerful, a chieftain. Perhaps his feelings have mellowed, but if my brother had his ear all this time, I may be very unwelcome. I will deal with that when the time comes. That is what I am dreading. My shame was meant to be forgotten on some faraway world. I never thought I'd come back. I'm sorry. I've taken enough of your time. We should press on. I kind of got mixed up there. Anyway, as I was saying, the character subplots and the stories that go along with those characters are important to me as well as the main story. So I want to get to them just so you guys can experience them too. So
this isn't good. I can't afford this. You think I can? Do you know what they get for a healthy one of those things?
We'll work it out later. We've got company. What do you want, Spacer? I'm Patrol Captain Deno, and you're interrupting Zerka Corporation business.
My name is Gale Jared. What happened here?
This Wookiee slave got a little rebellious. We had to put it down.
You put it down? We're not animals. Zaalbar, let me handle this. But their disregard for the life of this Wookiee is too much. I have asked you to let me handle this. Honor my request. I will do so for your sake, not theirs.
Careful now. That growl sounded pretty threatening. Keep your
These
slave
all
on
look
its
like
leash and we'll
douchebags.
have another accident.
Just shut up, you trigger-happy idiot.
Do your superiors approve of you killing Wookiees?
Of course they don't. Why would you ask me that? You're doing some sort of snap inspection? You're trying to get me to admit to incompetence, aren't you? Not going to happen. I stand by my patrol. This Wookiee got out of hand and had to be put down. We'll find another easy enough.
I won't allow you to enslave or kill another Wookiee.
Is that a joke? Who do you think you are?
It doesn't matter. You won't enslave another Wookiee.
What? Blasters ready, men. This fool wants to die.
I kind of wonder if I should go back through whenever I'm playing this game again and do the dark side battle. I don't know if I would actually record that though. I would probably, if I did do a dark side run through, I would probably do it on my own time, because now that you guys have seen this this side of it, there's not really a point to you guys to showing you guys the dark side of it. I mean, not really, at least. The dark side ending is slightly different. It's not that, like, you can probably look it up on Wikipedia, or I could, I guess, tell you what it is. I mean, no, I'm not gonna do that. You guys, look up another playthrough of someone else doing it. I'm not gonna ruin that for you. I'm not gonna tell this part of the story. Of course, any good Star Wars fan will probably know how this story ends anyway, and how this whole plot line plays out. So I'm kind of playing this for my own fun. I'm not really expecting you guys not to know what this is and what this is about. So yeah, this is just kind of for fun for me. There we go. I don't know. Michael? Michael. I'm gonna call you Michael. Michael Scott from The Office, everyone. This is it. Okay, does Juhani have heal? Because that's something we might need to look into. I know that I'm gonna need it at some point. Where are you going? Is he retreating?
I will be your doom!
Okay, you change back to the Jedi, right? Because you are saying a lot of stuff that just sounds like Sith, you know? Know what I'm saying? Alright, let me get rid of this guy. Because he just seems to be... Oh my. Oh, there we go, there we go. Alright, Juhani does not have heal. Nope, not at all. Not at all. Okay, we're gonna need that at some point. I know what's coming! So I don't wanna... I just don't wanna die. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Oh my gosh. It has literally been since Dantooine since I've saved. That is one bad habit that I always get into, is I won't save. Because... Actually, I don't know why. I just don't do it. Come on, attack! This game is a little bit more frustrating than Xbox just because it was so easy to do the controls on the Xbox. Like, I don't know what it was. It was just easier. And it wasn't even that it was more straightforward. It was just literally so much easier to do everything on Xbox than it is right here. Are these different? Is the Force Kinrath different and more powerful? I'm just now realizing... Force Kinrath Stalker. Oh, okay. Alright. Once I get to low enough health, I'm probably gonna upgrade me or Juhani, or both. Because we both need heal. Like, really bad. But neither one of us... Excuse me. Neither one of us has it. So, that's a problem. Alright, feats. Do you have dueling, or you don't? Okay. So I think I'm gonna give Juhani two-handed dueling, because she's a Jedi Guardian, and the main thing about Jedi Guardians is they do a lot of damage output. They're built for fighting. That's basically what they're there for, and I want Juhani to have as much damage as possible, so I'm gonna give her a second blade or a second saber Yes, cure, please, thank you. So I'm gonna give her a second saber whenever I get one. Yes, you do get other lightsabers in this game if you weren't aware. I just spoiled it. Sorry. All right, let's see what this does. It does something. Look at that. Come on. So this is kind of what I remember this game being. It was very, very hard to hit. You would always get a miss when I first started out. I don't quite understand how. It just seemed like, how much health do I have? None? Like 5. Okay. Let's go ahead and level up. I still only have one skill. Let's go up on Persuade. That's something that I'm desperately needing. And Cure. That being said, I don't have enough force to use it. So, I do have enough force to use Force Push, but I don't want to waste it. Alright, Zaalbar, you gotta do something here, buddy. Force Kinrath, can you There we go! There we go. Now we're doing something. Alright, alright. So, the first time I did Kashyyyk, it actually freaked me out a little bit because the whole planet is kind of creepy in its own right. Not, like, super scary. Like, there's no one from it is, like, rushing out at you. It's not that bad. It's just literally the whole environment of it, in and of itself, is creepy. So, it was very hard. I can't remember when I first started playing this game. It was on the original Xbox, the first one that was ever made. But I had such a hard time playing it by myself as a kid. I think I tried Gears of War at one time, and I couldn't even get through the first level because it was so bad. It was so scary to me. Yes. So, this game was actually pushing it at the time. I could barely get through this one planet as it is. I just couldn't do horror at the time, and now it's like my favorite thing. I don't play a whole lot of horror games anymore. I played Outlast. I played a couple of games that have been on the channel. So, yeah, I dabble in... Oh, come on. Am I stuck again? There we go. So I dabble in some horror games, but when I was growing up, little 12-year-old Patrick was not having this game at all. It was too much for him. So, alright, I'm gonna skip ahead to whenever we get to something cool. Alright, guys, so we are heading up on our first battle with Dark Jedi. This is kind of why I brought along Juhani.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Oh, good for you. Alright, I have a melee shield, so I'm gonna equip that. And hope for the best. Alright, let's get it. Let's attack him. Oh, we are so winning this. Maybe actually I don't really know. Zaalbar? Thank you. Actually, might want to get him. Think about it. Alright. I kind of want to save my force power for attacks. And, there we go. Oh, come on. Come on. There you go, Juhani. Using your force power. Alright, one's down. We are very close to winning. My chair just gave out. Alright, Juhani might not make it through this. Ooh, oh, we're very close. We're very close. Ah! Crap! Alright, we lost Juhani. That's fine. We still have someone. I'm sure. I think Zaalbar is still going. He's still shooting. Oh no! I was not keeping track of my health. Ah, crap, guys. You know what? I don't think this is gonna... Is this another Dark Jedi? Are they both the same? They're both the same. So why is... It's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Let's just load. Alright, let's try that again. This time, a little bit different. Alright. We're landing hits. My character is pretty good with combat. We need to get this guy who's just taking out people with Drain Force. Oh man, what is that power? I've completely forgotten. Oh man. Alright, someone wounded me. I need to get him off. I need to get him off, Juhani. Come on. Come on, let me out. Come on. There we go. Alright, now we just got one left, and it shouldn't be too hard. We got 3 on 1 here, so this should be fine. Yeah! First encounter with a Dark Jedi. It took me 2 tries, but we got it eventually. The rest of them should be easier from here on out because we're gonna have more force power going into the next ones. But yeah, so we should be fine now. Now all we have to do is get the remains. I'm gonna heal everyone up.
What is it?
Because we need it. Yes. I don't know if we're gonna run into any more. See, now we got another lightsaber and a crystal, and we got some more crystals and short lightsabers. Excuse me. So the short lightsabers, it's actually oh gosh, I forgot the name of it of them, but the lightsabers that are the shorter ones are the ones that you actually want to combine with a double-handed person. I don't think, yeah, it would give me a -2, so I'm not gonna do it. But for Juhani, you have the Verpine? Oh yeah, let's do that. Alright, so you can have a short lightsaber. You have blue right now. Let's go blue and red. Because you're a little bit more violent, you know what I'm saying? If you equip a short saber in your offhand, it will not give you that negative bonus that you've been seeing. So like if I gave the short lightsaber to me, it would have given me a +4 in my on-hand, and in my offhand it would have given me a -2. And we don't want that, so I'm just going to stick with my single blade right now. I'm going to do less damage, but that's kind of what I'm trying to build my character for. I want to be able to land hits, but I want to build my character primarily to use the Force. So that's what I'm leaning towards. Alright, let's keep going. Maybe. Stop where you are, outsider. You enter the domain of Shundar, chieftain of... Stand aside! This human is with me, and I want access to the home of my people. You have no rights here, Mad Claw. This human should not have brought this taint upon our land. You must answer to Chundar. Take me to Chundar. I would speak with him. The choice is made for you already. You make a demand for something you can't alter, can't help. Enough talk. You and the outcast Madclaw will be taken to Chundar right now. Okay, can't have anyone else. Let's... Oh, where's my mouse? There we go. Karth is a soldier. I'm gonna go with... No, Mission is attached to Zaalbar, so I'll bring her. Yes, I'm sure. I have Juhani, so we should be fine. Step forward and address the mighty and wise Chundar, outsider. I don't often allow visitors of your kind. You are flanked by Zerka's slavers. Are they not outsiders, or have you sold all of Kashyyyk to them? Brother Zaalbar, you have been exiled for a long time. You should not speak in that tone. Things are different now. You are a mad claw without honor. You have no voice among your own people. I, on the other hand, am a chieftain. If you made deals with slavers, the truth will get out eventually. You may talk, but no one will believe you. I've had a long time to guide what my people think. They trust me, the mighty Chundar. Even with my brother insane and father enslaved, I rose to protect my people despite all. Father was enslaved? Mighty Chundar, what are you talking about? You were the runt. I am no runt! Like I said, Zaalbar, a lot has changed in your years away. We will discuss this soon enough. What do you want? Why drag us here? I haven't killed Zaalbar because he is my brother, and I hope he and I could come to an agreement. You are irrelevant. I may be able to put you to use on a menial task. Zaalbar will have to stay here, of course. What is the task? I will not abandon Zaalbar to you. It isn't your choice, Gale Jared. I already have him. I have a personal matter to discuss with him. You have other duties. A simple thing. Another Wookiee has suffered the same fate as Zaalbar, gone mad and been exiled. He now lurks in the Shadowlands. More importantly, he's pestering my Zerka allies during their Shadowland expeditions. It is not good for business. He is standing against you. The first of many, perhaps? No one will follow a Mad Claw. He is merely a nuisance. Besides, he cowers in the Shadowlands. My people know nothing of him. I won't do this. Do your own dirty work. You don't have much choice. You can flee the planet if you want, but I am keeping Zaalbar here with me. He'll stay until the Mad Claw is dead. Zerka would never let me hold you, but they don't care what I do with fellow Wookiees.
You can't do that! He can't do that, can he? He can't hold Zaalbar prisoner just because he's chieftain, can he?
I need Zaalbar with me as a guide. You won't need him to find your way. Over the years, I've had my people trained to understand Galactic Basic. I tell them it's to better understand the enemy. They think it will make the Zerka easier to fight. Actually, it makes them easier to obey. Remember, you can't beat me here. No one would dare oppose me to join an outsider or an exile. You're wrong, brother. Someone would. What are you talking about, Zaalbar? You speak of Freer, our father, don't... Why? He was the one that ordered you exiled when you attacked me. He went as mad as you when he finally discovered the slavers. He dared challenge them alone and has not been seen since. That was years ago. I let him go, Zaalbar. I rule now. I'll take the Wookiees forward, but there are prices to pay. Don't listen, Zaalbar. It's not worth it. No more words, outsider. I've given my orders. I can't hold you here, but Zaalbar will stay until you kill the Mad Claw in the Shadowlands.
Don't worry, buddy. We'll get you out of here. You can count on us.
The guards will let you pass now. Leave the village through the northwest and follow the platforms to the south and then east. You'll eventually see where Gor Wookin awaits for you. He'll lower you to the forest floor. Go. So, we have to make an expedition to the Shadowlands, which is all sorts of fun. That's the part that scares me, if I'm being perfectly honest. I was terrified of the Shadowlands as a kid. Alright, so this episode has gone on long enough for me. I've been recording for a little bit over an hour now. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed... Oh my gosh, what are we doing here? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please drop a like down below, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.